Hey guys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2 with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day. As always, let me try and get out of third person mode right there. So, what are we going to be doing today? Well, I think the plan is to set up a very basic type of auto-sieving gravel making majigger, because I'm getting to the point now where it's going to be a lot easier for me to be able to just automate this guy instead of having to do it by hand. It's starting to take up a load of time, and it's pretty much just not worth it anymore. As well as doing all of these seeds, I've been making these asparagus ones. I'm almost there. I've made barley, scallion, and lettuce. So we're pretty much on the tip of it now. And I've managed to get all these from it as well. So I've got orchids and poppy seeds and some allium seeds, some daisy seeds. A lot of the basic stuff seems to be made of these, as well as a little bit of celery and whatnot. So overall, doing pretty well. And the potatoes are doing great. 557 and 568. As far as the Britannia stuff goes, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it at all. You might see in there that there's not many of them in there. Well, I had a zombie spawn in there. Don't know how, because I was pretty definite I lit the place up. But I did have a zombie spawn in there, and he went around and broke all the seeds, and well, not all of them despawned, but a lot of them despawned. So now I haven't got too many left, so yeah. I'm just going to pretend that area doesn't exist for today, and I'll go and fix it up later. But, you know, we're doing good. We're doing good. So, what do we need to make? Well, we're going to need to make a couple of things, and check this out. I made a new bag as well. I made a backpack using this guy over here, our backpack maker, our compact storage builder, and it's got some pretty decent space in it, as well as all my little bits and bobs that I've thrown in now. I made a Jabba bar, a dolly from Jabba, so that I could move my chest around and things. But we need to make ourselves an automatic sieve. And we also need to make a way to power it. Now, we're going to go with a really easy way to power it to start with, which is lava. And that's exactly the same way I did it in the last season. Ultimately, we're not going to be using lava, though, to power the main majority of things. We'll probably go into some sort of reactor if we have that mod in. Do we have reactors? We might not do. I don't know. But my plan is to use animals and wildlife and things like that to be able to power it, and I got a pretty good idea of doing it, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys might actually know how I'm going to do it as well, because I have done it before in a previous series. So yeah, but we'll get there. I've already made the first part. I've already done the first major part. I just got to get some gas tears. So now that we've got those, we've got ourselves some crucibles. We're going to need an auto sieve. We're going to need to get ourselves a pulverizer, and we're also going to want to see how much lava we can actually get from these to be, if it's going to be enough to power it. So there is that. And we're also going to want our gear cast, because I was being a little bit lazy in the last episode and not using the gear cast because it took a little bit of time. But I'm going to use it this time, because I think people are going to start moaning if I don't use it. So I'll make sure that I use it from now onwards. See, it does save us an ingot, so I guess I can't complain that much. But I have made some invar, I've made some electrum, I've made some bronze, so I've made a couple of alloys, which is good. For those of you who don't know how to make these, you probably do, but if you don't know how to make them, electrum's pretty simple. You can make electrum inside this guy, and you need some silver, and you need some gold. You need silver and gold to make electrum, and for invar, it's the same thing, except you need to use iron and nickel. Yeah, and that gives you some invar, and the bronze is pretty simple as well. You're going to want to get yourself some copper and some tin, and that will give you some bronze. Yeah. The only thing to be better about with the bronze is I had little bits left over inside here, which is kind of annoying. So, yeah, you're going to get that if you try and do bronze. To be honest, if you're going to do bronze, I would probably just do it by hand, but yeah, there you go. So, we're going to want to make ourselves an auto sieve. First things first, let's have a little looky-see at how to make this guy. And I can't actually remember what it's called. Is it like an automatic sieve? Yeah, there it is. So we're going to want 4 invar. I'm also going to want an electrum gear. So let's grab ourselves 4 electrum, and we'll chuck them inside here. And we'll get our gear cast ready. So that should give us an electrum gear. And I'm pretty sure some of the gears can only actually be made inside the smeltery as well. So some of them you can't do any other way. If we have a look inside here, the invar gear, yeah, it can only be done in the smeltery. So you have to use that. I don't know if the electrum gear has to be done in there. Let's have a look. Electrum. Yeah, electrum can only be done in there as well. Unless you make the forestry ones. I think the forestry ones don't need to be done in there. That's where I was being a little bit lazy before. I think most of the thermal expansion ones have to be done inside the smeltery. But, you know, you do save an ingot, which is alright, isn't it? So, there we go. We've got ourselves a gear. We're going to want 4 of these. So, we're also going to need to get ourselves a silk mesh, I believe, now that we've got that. Let's have a quick look again at the automatic sieve. There it is. So, yeah, we need a silk mesh, which is going to be 9 of these. Cool. And we're going to need some invar nuggets as well, so I'll go over and grab another piece of invar from over here. We're going to need one of these. And then for engines, we're going to use dynamos, and we're probably just going to use the magmatic dynamos. I think that's going to be enough. Yeah, I think that should do it. See, let's get some nuggets, and that should give us an automatic sieve. I actually had someone in the last episode how I make it so the stuff goes in there straight away. When you're on this, instead of just clicking the question mark, which highlights it, if you shift click the question mark, it will automatically put the stuff in there as long as it's in your inventory. The only stuff that won't go in there is stuff that has MBT data, or basically stuff that has like a durability bar or multi versions of it. It won't go in there. So there is that. But we've got ourselves an automatic sieve. Now let's have a looky see. Actually, no, I'm not going to. No, we'll wait. Let's get ourselves some dynamos then. So we've got our sieve. We're going to want some dynamos. I don't actually know how many dynamos I'm going to want, but we're going to need a pretty decent amount of them. It's more down to how fast we can produce the lava that's going to go into them. So let's have a gander at the magmatic dynamos. I would at least like to make 2, I think. Bare minimum 2. So if we get 8 invar, and we'll pop that in there, so that we can get at least 2... what's that? That's going to be 2 gears. We might actually want more than that. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're going to want 16 invar in there, aren't we? So that'll give us 4 gears, which is great. And we're also going to want 6 bits of invar spare. We're using up pretty much all our invar doing this. We're going to 2 bits of redstone and 2 bits of silver, as well as the redstone. Let's go grab that. There we are. And that should allow us to make 2 of those, as well as 2 spare bits of redstone to actually make it. And I think that's pretty much going to be it. Oh, the other thing we'd need as well is a pulverizer, because we're going to want one of those to turn the cobblestone into gravel. So we're going to need some copper gears, we're going to need a machine frame, and we're going to need another redstone reception coil, so we need some more redstone for that. So let's grab 2 bits of redstone. There we go. And we're also going to want the gears. Oh, I forgot scallywags can spawn on there. I made this like not too long ago so I could start getting some rubber. And it looks like we're going to have scallywags spawn in there. Oh, that sucks. I didn't think they could actually spawn in there. Oh, they can. Ah. I'll have to do something about that. Let's go have a sleep first, though. Alright, so there's our copper gears, which we're going to need for our pulverizer. Let's get these dynamos made. So, if I could spell it correctly, that would always be handy. So, magmatic dynamos are going to require all of this. We should have everything that we need to do this now. So, we'll shift click, and bam, we have 2 magmatic dynamos. I think that's going to be enough. Hopefully that's going to be enough. I can't see the sieve needing any more power than that, but hey, it might do. There is that. There's a tin gear as well, so we've got that guy ready. And what else are we going to need? We're going to need some iron, so we'll just grab a buttload of iron. And I probably might need some gold. And maybe some silver. Okay, alright, so we've got those, We need the pulverizer next. Let's have a look at this. So, first things first, we're going to want a basic machine frame. Oh, we're going to need some glass as well, aren't we? Alright, let's go grab a little bit of glass. How much we got? Oh, do you know what I'm going to do as well? I'm actually going to get some more of this. Smelting up. Oh, we've got a little bit in there as well, but I want a little bit more. There we go. We'll take that. Thank you very much. We're also going to need... How many slabs have I got? 5. We're going to want... I'll bring some cobble as well, because we're probably going to want some more slabs. So let's get this pulverizer made. Now, we want to grab ourselves. We can start with that. Poof. There we go. One of those guys. Lovely jubbly. And we're going to want one of these. What are we missing? Bit of redstone. Alright. I can do that. I'm probably the most unprepared person you're ever going to see play Minecraft. Like, until I get an A network up, I'm never going to have the stuff to build something, ever. Alright. So, boom. There we go. And we're also going to need to get ourselves one of those. And, poof, one pulverizer. Then that's, and you guys can get go and chill back in there for now. So we're going to build this downstairs. And we're going to want to grab ourselves some lava. That's going to be the first thing. And I might actually just take this from over here, because we've been saving this up for a good time. I think now might very well be that good time. So we'll grab our portable tank. And we're also going to want a bucket. Have I got a bucket? Yeah, we got a bucket. Good stuff. So we're going to want one of those. And I think that's pretty much it. And we're also going to want this line to come down here. No, we can have that come out of there and go down that way, I guess. Because I'm going to want this cobblestone to be able to go downstairs. There's no point in making another cobble gen down there. We've got loads of cobble in here, so we'll just use one of these, I guess. So that should do that. And go down there. Let's make our way down. So this is my little underground area that I made. It's nothing amazing, but it does the trick. And I think we're going to build it kind of around here for now, and then we'll have the automatic majobby going on over there. So, what are we going to want? We're going to want enough room for 4 crucibles. And then it depends whether we actually are going to make enough cobblestone to be able to do those crucibles. Hopefully, we will. Now, we're going to have them here, so we're going to want this stuff around here. There we go. It needs to be 1 up, so we can place the lava there. So that's enough for 4. And we're also going to make sure the lava can't get out. Also very important. So we'll do this. Let's grab... you know, we'll make another crafting table while we're down here. Yeah, good stuff. So that'll give us another one of those. Whew. And that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need a little bit more. Let's just bring it out this way. Great. So, now we've got that, we can start putting our lava in there. So I'll have one there, one there, one there, and one there. And now we're going to want to place our crucibles. So we'll place them... That was close. We're going to place them along the back. Cool beans. Let's grab those guys out. We already got them. Ah, we already got them. So we're going to want those like that. And that should already be making lava. Yeah. We're going to bring these guys along here. Cool. So, like I said before, I'm not planning on using this for the majority of the series. I'm going to be changing it around a little bit, but I would like to use it for now, because I think it's a pretty handy way of doing this for now. So, that's going to make that. Now, we want the lava, the lava that we make to come out, and I think it's going to be handy to have a little spare place to actually store our lava, so maybe having it inside a tank wouldn't be too bad, but... we'll see how much we actually make first. We're also going to want to get ourselves some of these guys, transfer nodes. So we'll place these along the back. And they're going to come along here to where we're going to have our dynamos. So let's bring this out a little bit. There we go. And we'll have our dynamos kind of hitched up along here. So we'll do that. And then we'll place down our dynamos. Sweet. And this should hopefully work. Yeah. Nice. Alright, so where are we going to want our power? I'm thinking of having it coming out this way. I think that's going to be a good way of doing it. So I'll bring it along a little bit more. And you should get enough lava. I hope. We'll see. I think that's going to be enough. Yeah, hopefully. And we can get rid of you. Cool. Alright, so we're making power. Now, we're also going to need a way to send power. So we're going to need to get ourselves some conduits. And let's have a look. See what these are going to cost. I think it's thermal something or another. It's got a different name now, isn't it? Thermal dynamics. That's the one we want for all the conduits and majiggers. So we're going to use leadstone ones. These transfer 200 RF. And these are producing... let's have a look. These can produce a maximum of 120, so we might actually want the upgraded versions of those 200. Yeah, we're going to be sending maximum 240. But it does depend on how much the actual pulverizer and the siev's going to use as well. So let's place these down. So this guy is going to use a maximum of 40. And this one is going to use... consuming 6 RF. Oh, does it really only use 6? That is insane. If it's only going to use 6, that's amazing. Okay, alright. Well, we don't even need to make better conduits in that case then, because there's no point in making hardened flux ducts, because we're not actually going to be using the power that they're going to provide anyway. So I'm more than happy just to use the regular ones. So these are going to take some lead. They're going to need some redstone. You're going to need all of that stuff. So let's go and grab that from upstairs. Okay, so we wanted some lead. We need some of this, and that will give us 6 leadstone flux ducts, which is great. So that should do that for us. And I think that's pretty much the most of it. We are going to also want some chests to be able to store all of our goods in. So I'm just going to, for now, make a regular double chest. And we're also going to want some more water. So let's grab a little bit more water. There we are. Oh, we're also going to want a hopper. That's going to be another thing that we're going to need. So, a hopper is going to require a chest as well. So let's get a little bit more wood, because we're going to want a way to actually collect the stuff that the sieves, unless it has its own inbuilt thing. Let's have a look. It does the sieving, it poops out. No, I don't think it has. I've never actually used one of these before. It doesn't look like it has its own like little place to put all its stuff. I'm guessing it's still going to kind of toss it out like it normally does. So if that's the case, we're going to want some more wood so that we can make one of those. And if you remember the hopper recipe, it's pretty simple. We're just going to need that, and we're going to need 5 bits of iron. So let's get a chest. Make another chest. There we go. Good stuff. And we're going to want 5 bits of iron for our hopper. Let's grab 5 bits. Lovely. Poof. And that should do it, hopefully. So, the power's going to come out of here. Now, we've only got 6 leadstone. I want to try and use as little as possible. So that's going to come out of there. And then that's going to go straight into a pulverizer. So we'll have the pulverizer like here. So I'll have that. Actually, you know what? I want these really close, so that we don't have to use too many of them. So we'll place the pulverizer there. That should do that. It should automatically have some augments in it. Yeah, it does. Good stuff. So that's going to do that. And then the pulverizer is going to output the stuff into a sieve, which I think is going to go here. Yeah. So if we had these come out a little bit more, and then we had the sieve right here. It's filling up with power. Lovely. We actually probably only needed one of these magmatic dynamos, but it is handy to have more than you actually need. So can't really complain about that. So that's going to make gravel, and it's going to make sand. Now I'm actually quite happy to allow it to sieve both, because sand gives us redstone, I believe, or it might actually be dust. Let's have a look. Redstone. I'm actually going to make redstone a different way later on, but for now, we'll do it this way. Yeah, so that's going to give us dust. What are we actually going to get from sand that's going to be useful for us? Because if we're not going to get anything, I might just stockpile it. Let's have a look. Uses. Sand is going to give us, I think it might give us quartz, actually, which is kind of handy. Yeah, quartz. And it does give us... Oh, we have got big reactors, which is going to give us yellorium as well. I'm thinking I might actually do it just for the quartz. It doesn't make much. Yeah, why not? There's no problem in doing that. So if we're going to do that, then we're going to want to set this to orange, so we have everything coming out of here. And what we will do is grab a transfer node, and we'll put it between these two. But I'm not going to do it just yet, because we're going to have stuff going all over the place. Now, as far as the sieve actually doing its thing and collecting everything, because if it throws it out everywhere, I want to make sure that it's not going to just throw it everywhere. So what we're going to do is we'll bring this like that, and I'm going to do some glass as well, so we can actually see what's going on in there, because I do like to see what's going on. So we'll pop that there, bring this out a little bit. There we go. And we'll bring this out as well, and we'll place some cobblestone. Cool. And we will have hopper. And the hopper's going to go into a double chest, which, if hopper goes there, we're going to have the double chest right here. There we go. No, that's not where I want you. I would like you there. Brilliant. And we'll bring that to there. We'll bring this to here. And then we'll place a slab there. So I can still open you. Good stuff. And we're actually going to have the bits coming out. Actually, it might be worth. Because I think the stuff might still be able to escape out of here. We'll see. We'll see if it still does that. I don't know. It might try and get underneath the slab. And the hopper might be a little bit too slow. But, yeah. Alright, so we'll place the water in there. And the water's going to push all of the stuff down to here. And then, just to make sure we don't have any bad guys spawn, because they always spawn, we'll place a couple of torches on here as well. Just to make sure. As well as maybe a torch, like, around here somewhere, maybe. Let's grab one of you. We'll do that. Good stuff. Cool. Alright, I think that's pretty much the most of it. So let's get our item duct. And you're going to go into there. And last but not least, we're going to want cobblestone coming into here. And are these actually filling up? Let's have a look. They do look like they're filling up, so I think we should have enough cobblestone left over. My worry is that we're not actually making enough cobblestone upstairs. Now, I could increase that by using some augmentations on it, but I would rather not if I can get away with it. So let's bring this round a little bit. Bring it down. And that should work. We should have that going there. And then that stuff going there. Yeah, it looks like it's doing something. Gravel. And you should pop out of there. Any second now. Oh! It has got an inbuilt thing. That changes everything. That changes everything. That's amazing. Alright, okay. Alright. I didn't realise that. That's amazing. Alright, take all the things out for now. Oh my lord, that makes life so much easier. I thought it was going to be really awkward because we'd have to do it that way, but we don't. Because, well, we don't even need this water here now. So we can get rid of you. See, learning as we're going right here. It's the best way to learn. So, we can get rid of all this now. We don't need any of this. And we can just have it going straight into the chest. Actually, no, we won't do that yet. But I'll probably eventually have it going straight into a bunch of barrels. I think that could be a better way of doing it, because then we can mass store it. But for now, a chest will probably be just as good. See, let's grab our hatchet. There we go. And I wonder... Oh, look, it's still putting all the stuff in. Oh, that was sand, I think, that went in just then. Yeah, there we got a little bit of sand. I wonder... if it auto outputs, does this guy auto output? No. Alright, it doesn't auto output. That was a little bit too good to be true. But we can place that there. And then if we grab our transfer node, we should be able to put you on the side of it. And if I can get... I can't get up there because that thing's there. Alright, move. Move out the way. If I place this here... Yeah! Nice! Cool. We can grab you and can place you back like this. Is it a little bit across maybe? No, a little bit too far. Okay. I think we might have a winner chicken dinner right here. And for those that are going to implode, there you go. Don't say I don't think about you. We'll place those like that to make sure we don't have any viewer explosions, because we definitely don't want those. And poof. We have things working. It's glorious. It's glorious. And I think what we will do eventually is we'll have this getting maybe broken up. We can use an auto packager to auto package this and then place it back into another. We can use like an autonomous activator or something like that, maybe with a hammer, possibly. Let's have a look. Actually, no, I'm not going to worry about that yet. The main thing is we've got it working. That's the most important thing to me. We will be getting some crushed iron ore. I'm still thinking, is it worth to just store the sand? What do you think? You know, yeah, it is. All right, so we're going to have that go there. And then let's turn these off. We're going to have the sand come out of here. So let's grab a barrel. Should we get a barrel or should we just use a chest? No. We'll use a barrel. Stop being lazy, Lewis. Go and make a barrel. I'm doing it. So we want some of this. We want ourselves one of those. Also going to need a chest. Okay. We'll do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. And poof. Okay. So now we'll have the sand going there. The reason I'm doing this is because it's better to use the gravel. And the sand can be used for other things, and it doesn't make that much sand. So I don't have to really be too fussed about it. But there it is. Look, we've got our large chest. We've got our auto sieve working quite nicely. I think what I will do between this and the next episode is I'm going to make a load more barrels for however many different items we get in here. And then we'll have like a load of barrels along here so I can come along and collect it when I need to. Plus, we'll be able to store a lot more that way, which is always handy. And with that, I can then go ahead and take this. I can obviously turn it into the dust equivalents, and you know, we can go from there. Do it that way, and eventually get it up into the furnace, which is great. Oh, if I could click on it from there, that'd be great. I might have to bring this down a little bit. I might actually bring it like all the way down, so we'll have the actual furnace bottom right here. Yeah, that might be a thing. But it does look like it's working. How are we doing for lava? We're full? We're full? Is power going down? No. Power output 46 RF. Wow, we really didn't need 2 of these, did we? That was a bit overkill. Because we're using 40 in there, and this guy's only using 6. 6 RF. How cheap is that? I was, if I'm being honest, I would thought this would have been like a 40 to an 80, if I was being honest. But 6 is pretty cheap. So that goes in there. So we're only going to be using 46 RF per tick. And you know what? I'm just going to have this one turned on anyway, because it's not like we're going to be using the lava for anything else. Pretty happy about that. And we got free sand as well. So overall, great success. We're not actually getting the gravel cut. Is there a piece of sand in there? Oh, there's a piece of cobble in there. That would be why. Cool beans. And you know, we're going to get diamonds. We'll get all the good stuff in here. So I am pretty happy about that. There's one last thing that I would like to do this episode before we finish it off, because I'm just going to leave that running now and I'll get tons and tons of good stuff. The last thing that I would like to do, I wonder if that automatically turns off as well when it's full, or whether it then starts spewing the stuff out. I don't know. I might just leave it run, see what happens. So the last thing that I want to do before we finish the episode off is I want to get this asparagus seed made, and we'll see where it goes from there. Because my overall plan is to have things that we can't produce with gravel, which is going to include redstone, being made in a different fashion. And probably the best way of doing that's going to... There's a cow in there again. There's a cow in there again. The best way to do that's probably going to be by growing it. And we do have the means to do that. So let me put all this rubbish away, and then we'll get this asparagus seed made. Okay, so let me try and remember where I got up to. See... We was making the asparagus. Is it asparagus? It might not have been asparagus. That doesn't look right to me. It was artichoke. That's the one. So it's making artichoke. So I think I've already done the asparagus seeds. No. Alright, asparagus is scallion and corn. Where am I up to? Barley, celery, scallion, lettuce. So scallion and corn. Corn is barley and rye. Do I have rye? One of these rye? What's that? Regular. What about you? Lettuce. Lettuce. Alright, I've got lettuce. I always kind of forget where I get up to with this. So we need... Let's have a look. We've got the scallion done, so we're making these ones basically. So we need barley and we need rye. I already have barley. I don't have rye. So... And rye... is barley and seeds. Yeah. So, let's grab another seed. And we'll grab some crop sticks. I must admit, I have been using bone meal for this, purely because it's just so much faster. I know through the whole series, I've been kind of just letting it grow by itself, but it is so much quicker. So, let's do this. So, we'll put you like that. There we go. And we needed barley. There we go. And we'll give this a bit of bone meal. Cool, cool. And this should hopefully do it. I do end up getting a lot of seeds that I generally don't want. Like that. We don't want those seeds. It's kind of just a part of the course. You just have to keep doing it until you get the one you want. And we should eventually get it. But I think we might just get millions of regular seeds. It does sound like that's what we're going to be getting, doesn't it? Alright, we'll keep trying. We'll keep trying. Hopefully we'll get what we're after. Is that weeds? Jesus. Come on. Yeah. Nice. Alright, so we've got rye. So that's the next one. So corn seeds is rye and barley. And we have barley. So we want to switch you out for rye. And we'll grow you up. Cool, cool. And hopefully this is going to do the trick for us. I know that I should be using my little de-weeder thing, but I'm really, really lazy and don't want to do that. So we'll just keep doing this until we grab the ones that we want. And my overall plan... Is that it? Right? No. My overall plan is to be able to grow most things. Because it looks like we can. Is that corn? Oh, there it is. Sweet. So we have our corn now. And what do we need? We needed asparagus, which was corn, and scallion. Alright. So let's chuck all this in here. So corn and scallion. We'll do this one for us. Lovely jubbly. And then we'll see if we can get you guys to have a little mutation baby. Is that scallion? No. But yeah, the overall plan is to have most things growing, if I can. And I think I might actually go for some sort of ender powery thing eventually, because you can make ender seeds. That is pretty good. The ender generators do make a pretty good amount of power, so yeah. So there is that. We've got ourselves our asparagus. So we've got asparagus. I have lettuce in here somewhere. Scallion can go in there. You guys can go away for now. So lettuce and asparagus. And this should... It's taken some time to do this. I won't lie. It's not been a fast process. But this should hopefully reward us with some artichoke. No, not weeds. Definitely not weeds. Artichoke. Still not weeds. I'm just gonna go out and say I wouldn't like weeds. Lettuce. No. Gone. No. Not weeds. Artichoke. Come on. Come on. Is that it? Yeah. Gone, done it. Sweet. So that's given us our artichoke. You guys can go in there for now. Oh my god. I can't. It literally, I filled up a whole chest just doing that. That's insane. So that gives us those guys, which we should be able to hand in. Let's have a look. It was in Skyfar. Oof. Oh, we actually need an artichoke. Alright. Well, we can do that. Let's place you down. Let's use a bit of bone meal. There we go. And poof. Alright. It gives me some nether warts. Sweet! And I think this might start explaining the next one. So redstone is the one that I actually want. What is that? I can't even pronounce it. Redstone seeds. So many resources can be grown from crops, however, it's a bit trickier to crossbreed these. Under your crossbreeding space, you will need to have a specified block. Use NEI to find out what block the resource crops need for mutation. So redstone, I believe, requires a redstone block. It needs to be a vanilla redstone block, not a nether redstone block. So if we have a look in here, we need regular redstone ore. Now I'll be done with tulips and daisies. And I think I actually almost have most of that. We have poppies, dandelions, daisy. So I already have a daisy seed. And then the tulip would be poppy and allium, which is allium and poppy. And that should, do you know what? This might take up a little bit more time than I was willing to do for an episode. But should we just do that now? Yeah, go on, why not? Alright, so luckily, from doing all of the quests that we've been doing lately, I have actually got some regular ores, and pretty much all of these have come from quest rewards, which is pretty good. And the redstone came from a reward bag, which is great. Now, the easiest way you're actually going to get these if you don't already have them is if you go to the nether, I believe you can pulverize the nether ores, and it gives you regular ores. If we have a look inside here, if we smelt it, we get redstone ores, and that's what you're going to need. But I've just done these and got myself some tulip seeds, which is good. So we wanted tulip and we wanted daisy, and that should do it. And we can grow it on regular farmland. That's great. So we wanted you under there, and then our dirt. And on these we wanted daisy and tulip. Cool. And we're also going to want to turn this into farmland. There we have it. And you know what, for now, I'll pop that there. And let's get these guys grown. Cool, cool. And in theory, this should work. So that's tulip. We don't want that. Let's see if it's going to give us some redstone. Tulip. And I believe with these redstone ones, again, we can go for the 10, 10, 10. Making a buttload of good stuff. Red tulip. No. Come on. Come on. You know you want to do it. No, those are weeds. Give me what I require. Give me that lovely redstone. Daisies. No, we don't want daisies. I wonder if it's harder to get it. Maybe it's harder to get it. I don't know. Weeds, no. Daisies. There. Oh, we got a couple more tries till I need to make more crop sticks. Weeds. No. Come on. You can do it. Tulip. Oh. I have faith that this is going to be the one. Come on. Oh, it's red tulip. Oh, I need to get more sticks. Oh, we done it. Red. Oh, here we go again. Rhododendron seeds. Yes. That's amazing. We've gone and done it. I wonder if it works. Does it work with bone meal? Oh, it does. It does. That's red. Oh, we actually get 1 redstone per piece. That's insane. I'm going off regrowth here, where I'm expecting to get like redstone essence and then do it that way. But if it's actually just going to give us redstone straight off the bat, I'm definitely not going to moan about that. Not one bit. So we can pick you up. I can get my redstone seeds. I can obviously I can make more of these by using the crops. And then I can start looking at the seed types. This should be a 111. Actually, before I do that, let's just hand this quest in. Yeah, that gave me another one. So let's see if we've just got regular 111s. I'm guessing we have. Yeah, 111. And 111. How funny would it be if the one they give you in the quest book's like a 10, 10, 10 or something? That would be insane. But there is that. Oh, we've actually already done this one as well. So grass seeds gives me... Oh, that gives me a magnum torch. That's pretty good. And then we've got the upgrading seeds. We've got the irrigation. We'll get into that a little bit later. And we've got market research. So we can make the market block, which is pretty good. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Well, we've taken a little bit longer than I would have liked for today's episode, but we have made some pretty good progress. We've got our redstone seeds. We've got our auto sieve working down here. Like I say, this is a really basic way of doing it. It's not the way I'm going to keep it by far. Like, you know, I'm going to go with something much different than this later on, but we did just get some diamonds, which is pretty cool. So we'll change that around eventually. Got a nice bit of sand in there. But for now, that's going to be that. I'll see you guys soon for another episode. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one as always. And bye-bye.